yes. This computer is so fucking slow. Yes. Let's see, what tool can I use on here to clean this out? Nope. What I need is an old burned out incense stick. So what am I doing in this drawing today? Finish the shading. Finish the shading today and possibly start working on the background. Godslake, welcome. So I'm still busy setting everything up. Infraction, welcome. Infraction. Fantastic, there isn't that horrible buzzing noise in the background today. Don't know what I did to resolve that issue, but it's fantastic. voice. The music sounds so warped. It sounds so lo-fi. That's not how it sounds on my side, by the way. Thank you so much for the compliment on my ambience. That's part of the background music track though, that the birds and all that. But it's cool. Let me sharpen this pencil a bit. Do I even need to? Probably. So yeah, I'm not quite ready to start yet. I haven't got everything set up. Pencil's not sharpened. Godslick says I should draw a superhero. Okay. Not today. I guess I am actually drawing a superhero. I'm drawing a god, a goddess. A new pantheon of new gods. Trinity. A new Trinity. The goddess that I'm drawing here is Azura. Aziza Azura. You can search her, you can find her. She's a living goddess. The god kings of I was going to say Egypt, but I meant to say Eden. The god kings of Eden. God kings of the South. South Eden. I should draw Iron Man. No thanks. I'm not going to draw Iron Man. I'm not going to draw things that already exist. I'm not going to draw like fictional characters that someone else invented. I'll draw fictional characters that I invent. And real characters. Like when I'm finished drawing Azura, I will draw Yellow Daisy. Can I lower my mic a bit? Is it like too loud? Okay, I'll just move it slightly away from me. How's that? Is that any better? I hope it's better. I don't ever use a regular pencil sharpener. They just fuck shit up. Let me know, Godslick. Is it better? The mic, is it less overpowering? Did it help? If you don't mind me asking what you do for a living, it's better, yes? Your girlfriend said you were 9 foot. Wow, you're super tall. I'm not 9 foot, I'm 6 foot. What do I do for a living? I'm a content creator. I make music, I draw, I do my tarot streams and magic streams. I might sell some illegal substances here and there. Firewood maybe? Whatever. Some chickens. Sell some chickens. Sell some herbs. Sell some fruit. Whatever. Hold ceremonies and workshops? Not yet. I don't do that. My partner does that. My girlfriend that you spoke to, she holds ceremonies. I will be holding some workshops, some chaos magic workshops. That's like in the works, in the plans. I'm gonna release some albums, some musical albums, and selling portrait sketches, you know. But why is my music player not picking up? Will I ever get a 9 to 10 job? Not the fuck will I ever get a 9 to 10 job. I've had 9 to 10 jobs. I don't know about 9 to 10 job. Like 6 to 5. 9 to 5, not 9 to 10. Eight to 5 actually. 8 to 5, not 9 to 5. And Aman or Aurora, welcome. I almost didn't notice you there. When I left home, I started working as a waiter. I was studying hairdressing and beauty therapy and cosmetology. So now my music is overpowering my voice. Dude, why don't you adjust your volume? Put your volume down. I'll bring the mic close like I had it, and then and then you can adjust your volume. But as I was saying, I worked as a waiter when I left school, when I left home. For a few years I did that. Then I was a driver for a sales and printing company. I would drive them around, drive the sales team. What did I do after that? Oh, I went back to waitering at a different place. But that didn't last very long before I got fired. My school responsibilities conflicted with the time schedule they gave me. And you know that they weren't able to compromise for me. So from there I went to being an extra. After that I went and was an extra. Didn't enjoy that actually. Like you're saying, I should have been an actor. I really despised the, what is it called? The film set, the film industry. Was an extra, was a PA, and then I was like, no, fuck this shit. After that I became a freelance writer. I'd copyright, write articles for websites and blogs and whatever. Also transcription, you know, transcribing voice and recordings into text for whatever reason. It was also freelance, like, yeah, I want this transcribed, yes, I transcribe it. I've only been in a few adverts and in one movie. I don't even remember the name of the movie, but it was a Paramount Pictures. I've never seen it released, so I don't even know if they ever released it or if they ever will release it. And a couple ads. Sorry about that. Not much I can do. Not much I can do. Yeah, it won't last very long. But something happened, eh? I don't know what happened, but while I was away, the internet just became a nightmare. While I was meditating at Dhammapataka in the mountains of Worcester, yeah, then the internet went to hell here at home. And it's been like absolutely shit since I've been back. Every day between like 5 and 7, there's no internet. Every day. And during the day, the internet gets dropped regularly. Like, I've had so many streams since I've been back where I can't actually stream because the bandwidth has dropped so low. My kilobits, they just freeze, you know? You can't actually see anything. It's just glitchy and shit. I don't know what's going on there, so I'm gonna have to move. I have to move to another internet service provider. One issue after another. First the electricity service provider fucks around, you gotta go solar, gotta get off grid. Then the internet service provider fucks around, you gotta switch to mobile data. What's next? Bring it on. Bring the challenge, bring the adversity. We love you, Satan. Slow computer as well. I need a new laptop too. 6'1"? I don't know, dude. We don't measure in feet in this country. We use metrics. So I am 184 centimeters. How tall are you, Ganslick? How tall are you? Are the dogs barking? Because I see them running around. Yes, they are. I can't hear jack shit with these earphones in. Ruff, ruff. All I can see is them making like convulsive movements, and I know that they're barking. Is there someone here? Seems like it, because I just heard hooting. Hey Jackie, I heard you barking. Oh, I saw you barking. Thanks for visiting. It's nice to see you. It's probably the courier dropping off some packages. I see. I thought it must be the courier when I heard the hooting. The coffee tastes fantastic, like a dessert. Iced coffee. Can't make warm coffee for a stream like this because it goes cold like iced coffee before I finish it. Okay, so that part is done. Need to shade in the skin now. Very, very light with this pen. How tall are you, Godslick? 177 centimeters, so you're almost 6 foot, but not quite. Have you done a spell to make people like you and watch you? Is that why I always watch you? No, I haven't actually. I did a spell to find the right kind of people, to attract the right kind of people, you know, the people who would appreciate this kind of stream. I did a spell, I was like, okay, the people who are going to receive value from what I'm offering, let them find me. And what else did I do? I did a spell to make my growth steady and consistent, you know, to attract followers regularly. Regularly gonna have new followers coming into the stream. Did a spell for that. And what else? I've done a spell to create like an energy flow between myself and various other streamers. But no, I'm not trying to make anyone like the stream. Those who will enjoy the stream will find me. And yeah, that's about it. But maybe I should do a spell to make people like and watch the stream. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. That I haven't done that. Maybe I'm trying to be too ethical about the way I do things. Just thinking out loud. Maybe I'm being too ethical by giving people free will. No. You see, my purpose is about liberation, The whole reason that I incarnated on this planet is to bring and provide and share freedom and liberation. So if I'm going to take that away, then I'm kind of defeating the whole point of my existence, and that's, yeah. Why bother living if I'm taking away others' freedom? Had I had past lives before? Yeah, naturally. The way that reincarnation works is... Here, imagine this is a person, this jar is a person, and this glass is a person. Imagine they were mirror, they were reflective inside. And I shine a light from above. The light goes in and reflects in the glasses, it lights the glasses up, it lights all the vessels up. That is how it works. The light above being the collective essence of humanity, and the glasses being us, our bodies, our physical souls. And then, say I shatter this glass. It can't reflect light anymore. It's broken. But the light is still there. You know? The light is still reflecting on other glasses. I make a new glass, I put it in the place of that one, and now it's reflective again. So what that implies is that every one of us can have the same... Any one of us could have the same past life memories as someone else, because we've all been one another. We are all... Like, if you're not alive, you are everyone. Like, if you don't have a body, you are everyone. When you are a body, you're an individual, but when you don't have a body, you are everyone and everything. If you live a bad life, doing harm to others, what will my next life look like? So, you will just spend a lot of time reliving your evil. Everything that was done to you, all the evil that was ever done to you, all the evil you ever did, you will relive those traumatic memories again and again and again until you reincarnate. You're just going to suffer after death until you reincarnate. I don't really know how it will affect your next life. You'll probably live in suffering in your next life as well. You'll probably be miserable all the time, afraid, ashamed, struggle with shame and fear and doubt and guilt and anger and hatred, and all of those things just bring suffering. I don't know. And I'm not so worried about it either, not so concerned. I don't need to know. It's not important to this life. But I think I've lived as many lives as there are ages since the beginning. Do I always get born as a human? Yes, if I get born, I'm a human. But I think before that, there is a space, you know, where one star is one eye. Imagine that. Just like imagine that, like look at the sun, that's a star. Imagine that was just one eye of a being. And another star somewhere nearby is another eye of that being. So that's the existence I remember before being human. There's no suffering there. All we do is sing. Johnny Watt. How's it? Crazy profile picture you got there, bud. It's very subtle, but it's blatant at the same time. You want to ask a question that sounds silly? Please do. Maybe I will answer, maybe I will not. So in my past lives, I had what year was it when I looked the most handsome? I'm not gonna answer that question. And honestly, I don't know. I don't know what life you lived in where you were most handsome. Because to me, there is no, you can't be more beautiful, you can't be less beautiful. You are beautiful, and that's just the reality. You are beautiful whether you are in this body or in that body, you are beautiful. And I'm giving you a serious answer, Godslick. Maybe you need to ask yourself, what is your standard for beauty? Maybe your standard for beauty is a little bit superficial, immature. It might not make sense, but beauty is not in your physical appearance. Yes, the eyes see beauty in the physical appearance, but it does not come from the physical appearance. That might seem strange and hard to understand, but someone who might be ugly physically might still seem beautiful to the eye if their spirit is whole. If they are intact with their spirit, and it doesn't matter what they look like, you will see them as beautiful. You don't want to sound cocky, but you are rated as being the top 30% of men. Well, I don't want to burst your bubble, but that absolutely means nothing. All of those people who were voting, they don't know what beauty is. They don't know what handsomeness is. They don't know. They think they know, but they actually don't, so their vote means very little. People are told what they're supposed to like and what they're supposed to think is beautiful. They are told since they are children, and that's what they think is beautiful, but that's not what is beauty. They're told you need to have, if you're a woman, you need to have big eyes, small lips, or full lips, but proportionately small in comparison to the rest of your face. Your chin needs to come to a point like a triangle. You need to have so many pounds, or you need to have big breasts but not big arms, or you need to have big thighs and a big bum but not big calves. It's all silliness. It's something that you're told by society, and it's not even accurate, it's not even true. Beauty is in your ideal self. Beauty is patience. Beauty is peace, kindness, gentleness, self-control, grace, wisdom, strength, productivity, acceptance, creativity. That's beauty. My computer is not coping. It's just not coping. It's having a bit of a hernia. Yeah, just don't react. Don't even notice them. if you don't notice them, they might actually start providing value. You know, their desperate need to be noticed might lead them to actually say something of value. Why are you boasting, Johnny? I can do all of these things as well, and much more, but I'm not talking about it. I'm not going around yelling it from the rooftops. I'm not so insecure in my abilities. I don't need to convince anyone, I just do it. You know, maybe if if you pause for a moment and like thought maybe you could learn something instead of like just talking about yourself all the time, we might actually be able to be friends. We might actually be able to have a good conversation, and I might be able to learn something from you as you're able to learn something from me, but your ego is too big. Na 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 na. Ooh, ah, na na na. Ah. Will you breathe through me and calm the storm inside? Just breathe through me. We'll keep the fire alive. I'll face down the world with you. Oh, how neat is that? If I click on this little icon here, I can choose which platform I want to speak on. So I can send a text message to YouTube or to Twitch. Hey Exclaim, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing really good. Thanks for asking. And I saw you popped in yesterday right as I was finished streaming. Well, at least you managed to catch me today. How are you doing? Excuse me for a second, I'm gonna go and use the toilet. Good, thanks. Glad to hear it. Yeah, you came yesterday but couldn't stay anyway. Do what you have to do, better outside than inside, definitely. Your drawing is getting well detailed, thank you. Little by little. I'm done with this stage. I'm gonna start working on the background now. I'm gonna start putting, see what I can do about a backdrop. So from about here, make a circle. Oh, this computer is just not coping. All I want to do is put the next soundtrack on and it just won't. Just won't. Of course, you can ask me for a bit of advice on your personal development. Not a problem. I assume you're busy typing. I've been working on it for some time. But long story short, I've realized that I'm not afraid of disturbing people. I'm actually afraid of retaliation. Any advice to deal with retaliation when it happens? Yes, thank you for asking. This is a very valuable question. So, you know, when someone retaliates, or when you need to do something and you're afraid to do it because you might get retaliation, and there's a sensation that comes with it. Like, they will say something aggressive or spiteful, and it will like trigger these painful and difficult emotions in your body, in your physical being. That's what they're experiencing, not what you're experiencing. They just bounce something that they're experiencing off of you. And then you respond in the same way that they're responding right now. They felt that, they said something aggressive or spiteful. Next thing you know, you're saying something aggressive or spiteful. You're bouncing it right back at them, and then they feel that sensation of pain in their being. And their immediate response is to throw some more aggression back. So if you don't bounce it back at them, it ends right there. What that looks like, if somebody says something aggressive to me and I respond with something constructive and something compassionate, it immediately, they will no longer have that feeling in them. That feeling that caused them to speak the way they spoke or act the way they act is no longer there. Even if they pretend like it is and they still go on like they're being aggressive, they actually don't feel the emotion anymore, because you've sent back a different emotion. They sent aggression and rage, and you sent back compassion and understanding. They felt it just as you felt it. So that's very general and broad advice. If you can give me a bit more of a specific example, then maybe I can consider a similar event in my own life, a similar experience in my own life. Yes, don't escalate. Yeah, don't send it back. Change the feeling. Change the emotion. That's the key. And that'll get you out of, I once heard a jiu-jitsu sensei or teacher, instructor, giving advice to his students on pretty much what I just said now. And that he called that emotional, verbal, and mental jiu-jitsu. It's like where the fight is happening in the mind, in the emotional body. You don't even allow it to reach a physical level. You don't even allow the emotion to escalate to a point where punches are being thrown and you have to actually use your physical skill. You play the whole fight out. The whole fight happens on an emotional and mental level and verbal level, and there's no physical violence actually at all. And just be mindful before you speak, exclaim. If you are still in that place of fear when you speak, then you're going to be sending fear at them. No matter how kind your words sound, you're going to be sending that fear back at them, and they're going to feel it. And the way that they respond to fear will be different to the way you respond to fear. So you were talking about a fear of retaliation. So if they're busy retaliating and your heart rate is increasing and you're feeling afraid, first of all, take your mind away from the fear. Immediately put yourself in their shoes. Try and see the child in them. Have compassion. And as soon as you feel that compassion, then speak. As soon as you feel that understanding, that empathy, then speak. Yes, exactly. That's exactly the video I'm talking about. So, like I have discovered, this might be a bit advanced and might not be really practical to use in your day-to-day life, but something I've discovered is that words are not actually even required. If I'm feeling an emotion and then I just make a sound, the emotion is transferred. So someone come at me aggressively and then I just feel fear, and then I put myself on top of the fear, and the emotion is then like, it's grace, it's endurance over fear, and then I and they feel it. It suddenly changes the tone of the conversation without even using any words. Yes, so I remember we had a similar situation where you spoke about childhood traumas affecting the present. So how you can deal with that, a practice to deal with that, to recondition yourself, as you say, is to go back into that memory and talk to yourself as a child and say, hey, come and look at the present moment, bring him into the present moment and show him that you are safe now, that he is safe now. That in the present, that kind of fear of retaliation from dad is it's irrational. He doesn't need to be afraid anymore. Yeah, like, aw, when you see something cute, that's a good example. But if you had to use that "aw, cute" thing, if you had to send that emotion at someone when they're being aggressive and angry, they would feel unheard. They would feel invalidated. It wouldn't really be effective. It might make things worse. The point was that to change the feeling in a conversation, we're all mirrors and we're bouncing emotional energies off of each other. So to change the feeling, it's only dependent on the sound, not really the words themselves. Yeah, I know that frequency of amplifying someone's behavior to demonstrate what they look like from an outside perspective. Again, I can only emphasize on the feeling. You know, if you're feeling frustrated and resentful when you do it, they're gonna feel frustrated and resentful when they see it. So make sure that the emotion is one that is constructive. Make sure you're feeling something constructive before you discipline, basically, because it is a form of discipline. Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I see it's the fear of physical retaliation, as my mom once told me. If it won't make you a second hole in the ass, why not? Yeah, well, you can manage the fallout. You can manage the emotional fallout so that it doesn't result in physical violence. Well educated indeed. See ya. Thanks for popping in. Nice to chat with you again. Hey Elisa. Welcome. Welcome back. What am I drawing? Have a look. Trying to line it up with the camera. Well, wrong way. Yeah, it's a drawing of someone very dear to me. And basically I'm gonna use it as an ad. Looks like a saint. I guess she is. I guess she is a saint. Oh, with the halo. it's actually gonna be the wheel of the year. You know, it's gonna have the zodiac in this ring. The zodiac symbols in the ring, and behind there is like a star, an 8-pointed star. And these are just patterns coming off. It's like, yeah, wheel of the year as a backdrop, as a background. But yeah, I'm gonna take these videos that I upload, well, that I stream, and I'm going to time lapse them so that you can like watch me do the drawing from nothing into completion in a few seconds. And I'll use that along with a couple others, because I'm gonna do some more. When this one's finished, I'm gonna start with another one, and I will use them as an ad to sell these portraits, these custom portraits. That's what I do for a living. I'm an artist and a musician, and I'm a content creator. I do my tarot streams, and I sell art, and I make music. I haven't got any albums up yet, but soon to be. Soon I will. And I also do all sorts of other things. I sell herbs, cannabis herbs, sometimes, if people are looking for it, and chickens, and, well, whatever I need to do. No, please, chat with me. Please don't hesitate to chat. Do whatever I need to do to make ends meet, you know? I've been through a bunch of different career paths or whatever, different jobs. Started out as a waiter when I left school, was a hairdresser for a little while. Yeah, when I was a waiter I was studying, apprenticing to be a hairdresser and beauty therapist. Did that for a little while. That didn't work out, or I decided I didn't resonate with that kind of industry, so I went back to just being a waiter to make ends meet, and then I was a driver. After that I went back to being a waiter, but yeah, that didn't last very long, and then I had to find something else to do, so I became a freelance writer. And that worked well. I was a freelance writer for quite some time, and a transcriber, freelance transcriber. And that went well until one day I couldn't pay for the internet, so I didn't make enough money in the month to pay for the internet, and so that whole thing fell apart. And I had to find another way to make ends meet. I became a laborer. I went to work as a laborer on a construction site. And I did that for a while until I was doing a lot of responsibilities. I would count the stock and make orders, and I was also a driver because I was the only laborer who had a driver's license. So they made me like a driver as well. If they needed something delivered or picked up, they would send me to do it. But then I got fired from that job. I got fired from that job because I didn't make it to work one day. Yeah, I know. I didn't make it to work one day and that was it. It was over. Fired. So then I started, went entrepreneur vibes, like you said. I started taking the fruit off of the trees that grow here on the farm, the guavas and the pears, and I started brewing it into wine. Brewing it into alcohol and selling it. I started growing cannabis trees and selling the harvest when it was done. And I started growing tobacco and selling tobacco. And I also bought cigarettes and tobacco and sold that too. Yeah, I did what I needed to do. And then I started streaming. I started doing the tarot streams and music streams. And the selling of other things got in the way. It became a hindrance to the stream, because then people would come and stand here and yell for my attention while I'm streaming, and that it got in the way, so I stopped selling things. I still do sell to like some individuals. Some individuals still have that privilege, like people who work here on the farm. Yeah, the farm it's my parents' farm, so I'm blessed in that way, very blessed. Blessed to have this place. A sanctuary to fall back to when the rest of the world goes to shit and I can't make ends meet. And so I'm not going to go back into the world. I'm not going to go back into the system. I'm just going to focus on this content creation that I'm doing and just expand my reach until it can completely sustain me and I don't have to do anything else. I'm just busy sharpening my pencil, but yeah. Oh, welcome back, Exclaim. I hope you enjoyed your meal. Yes, it is nice to have support. In fact, having a solid support structure is absolutely necessary for every human. And those that don't have it struggle the most. Those that don't have a support structure don't really get by. I need to have it facing that way. Okay. That's you right now, the structure you built for yourself. At some point needed to be grounded. Exclaim says, I'm back on the PC. Cool. You were ostracized by your loved ones. Yeah, I went through a similar experience after my divorce. It's like my parents and my family, they blamed me Like I had taken their granddaughter away, like it was my fault. And they pushed me away. It was a pretty dark time, having no support. Okay, so if that's over there, and then I bring that, and it goes down and up and over and around. Cool. Yes, I have been married and I am a dad, yes. And Exclaim says, damn, that must have been rough. It was pretty rough. You know, going through the grieving process and feeling so like, yeah, like half of myself, like my whole existence had been ripped away, and then still being isolated and shunned by a family as if I was to blame. It was very difficult. Thank you so much for that recognition, Elisa. Is this the stream here? This is Saturn's cube. You know, we're not in one dimension right now. We're between realities when we're here. Exclaim says, Elisa, did you know that you haven't even seen the tip of his iceberg yet? Winky face, tongue out. Oh, Exclaim. Okay. Zodiac signs. And then he Exclaim is confirming his iceberg is his knowledge. He's just like giving some clarity. And I'm sexualizing it because it's funny. Yes, it is funny when you sexualize it, Exclaim. By the way, Lisa, Exclaim is watching on Twitch. So that's why you can't see his text in the chat. Yeah, the only reason I don't have the on-screen chat is because I want to use this I want to time lapse these videos when it's complete. So it would be a little bit weird if there was like a chat box on the screen. Yeah, the benefit of having that chat box is that you guys can see each other's texts across platform, but yeah. I have to go now, says Elisa. Lovely to see you. Happy drawing. Amazing, thank you. Yeah, thanks for popping in. See you soon. See you tomorrow, most likely. Or another day soon. Bye. Exclaim says the retaliation fear starts fading away while I'm writing about it. Fantastic, fantastic. That is something that I have encouraged again and again and again to my viewers in my tarot streams, is that when you got these difficult feelings like fear and shame and rage or whatever, the best way to deal with it is to express it in some form of something creative, you know, like a drawing. You can write about it, like you're doing right now. You're writing about it and you're expressing it into the page through the words. It's leaving you and it's entering the page. And it's so awesome that you're hanging out with me and chatting with me while you're being creative. I love that. That's the point of these streams. It's like, long term, I want to encourage and inspire other people to start drawing and, you know, draw with me and chat with me while they're drawing. And I'd also like to, you know, take it to the next level and like invite people to come live, you know, come on the live stream, like a Discord call, voice chat, and then, you know, other viewers can hear them speak and hear our conversation, and we can actually chat while I'm streaming and while we're drawing. But all in time, all in time. Exclaim says, I agree, I'm not really a drawer, I'm more into music, for example. I'm unable to join a cover band of Rammstein as a singer. Nice. I'm very much about all forms of art. Whether that be music, whether that be sketch, whether that be whatever the fuck it is. All forms of art. Dance. Writing. And that's what I am. Like, if someone asks me, well, what am I? What do I do for a living? I'm an artist and a content creator. That's what I do. I make music, I write, I draw, I dance, etc. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, it would be cool to be able to speak instead of writing. Yeah. Well, let's set that up one of these days, Exclaim. I'll whisper you. You are on Discord. So yeah, I'll message you, I'll DM you, or whisper you, whatever. We can schedule it for one of these days. Or I'll just set it up, and then you can, if you join me in a stream and you are, you can. So I don't really have it set up right now. If you call me now, I'm not going to be able to answer it. I'm not going to be able to hear you because my Discord and all is set up on a different computer to the one that we're chatting on. But I will set it up. I'll set it up to work. Yeah, I'll let you know as soon as I've got it working, as soon as it's a possibility. Cool. See you in a sec. can I share with you the conditioning memory I'm going through to get your perspective on it? Of course. Of course you may. Please don't hesitate. No problem. Take your time. Dun, da, da. Dun, da, da. Mm. Wrong side, damn it. I put that on the wrong side. Shit! There goes my pencil on the floor. No! At least my nib didn't break. Okay, I need to use the toilet again. Here it comes. My father was a very loving father, always here for me, and he'll be till he's dead. He's 39 years older than me. When I was 6 years old, I was in primary school and I was easily distracted. Each time that we went outside for the break, I forgot what we were working on because I tidied my working papers into a stocking area under the bench. When I came back, I was drawing instead of working. A week later, I had plenty of unfinished work I didn't even realize. While I was drawing, the female teacher saw all the paper under the bench and shouted at me. Going home, my father did the same, and I was afraid of him. The weight's around 100 kg of muscle. It was more about reproaches than retaliation. Both words are kind of synonymous in French. Reproaches and retaliation, I see. The memory is the following. I'm sitting at the living room table where I used to work for school. He was at my right, pushing me strongly on my shoulder to shake me, shouting, "Are you gonna work now? Are you gonna work now?" with a strong baritone bass voice. Damn, writing about it like that makes the tears come up. My father has a strong work ethic, as do I. To him it was important not to work at school, but to simply work, to give the best of oneself, to be autonomous. Yeah. Allow yourself to release the emotion, though. Let the tears flow. You can put yourself in his shoes. He weighs 100 kgs in muscle. It is frightening and traumatic. I can feel it too. It hurts. It hurts in my heart and in my stomach. And it hurts because it hurts him, you know, as well as it hurt us, as well as it hurts you, it hurts them too. Like when he looks back and he realizes just how afraid you were and just how much pain it caused you to go through that experience, it brings tears to his eyes as well. He was afraid that you would not be able to have a decent life because you have to work to have a decent life. And for him to know that you're still struggling with this to this day, that it still hurts you, it still sits in your heart the way it does, oof, it would break his heart. As a father, everything I've ever said or done that hurt my child haunts me every day. Whether it was with good intentions or not. It haunts me. It doesn't have very good emotional intelligence. I think it does, you know? I think it still hurts him. I think it still haunts him. Whether he displays it or not. Whether he knows how to express it or not. But don't take my word for it. Yeah, I can only imagine how helpless he must have felt in that moment. Helpless to protect you from a world that wants to devour you. Knowing that only you can protect yourself, and that protecting yourself was dependent on your focus, and your wisdom and your knowledge. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. For letting me be here to process this with you. No problem. This is what I'm here for. And yeah, it's very encouraging. It's very encouraging that you trusted me and chose me to be the one to process this with you. It's a very vulnerable thing, and I'm honored by it. He had a big surgery when you were 10 and it kind of messed his mind. Shame. There's some stuff that he doesn't remember, and it's not his fault. Yeah, it's a difficult situation. What was the operation about? And at any rate, you know, we're all human, we all make mistakes, and sometimes our emotions overwhelm us and we end up hurting ourselves and those around us as a result. And it's just important that we are forgiving of those who do that to us, as others are forgiving towards us when we do it to them. I have to find the word in English, I see. It was in the vertebral column in the neck. First they had to transplant a piece of bone coming from his groin area to the neck to avoid him becoming paralyzed. Jesus. Transplanting a piece of bone from the groin to the area of the neck. Shit. So it was to do with his nervous system. I see. Then the transplant broke. He felt it like he was decapitated alive. So they put 4 metal sheets and 6 screws to maintain the column. Shit. Modern medicine is so barbaric, to be honest. That must have been a really dark period of his life to have to go through that. And you say it was never really the same afterwards. During the second operation, the doctor involuntarily pierced a hole in his esophagus and he got sepsis. My aunt saw that something was wrong and told the doctor when I was sick as hell They put a camera in his throat where the hole was. My father was the one telling the doc, go up, go down there to find the hole, and they repaired it. Fuck. Yeah, modern medicine is so fucking barbaric. Cutting holes in people, shoving appliances and technology inside of them. If only there was a better way. There was a better way to heal. Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, he pulled through, eh? And he never really recovered. It was never quite the same, but he pulled through. Yeah, well, I think things got pretty bad for the family, because he was the pillar, and during that period he couldn't be, he couldn't be the support he was. He needed support. So I can only imagine how that must have affected the family. Both in the time that it happened and afterwards. Strong man, physically and mentally, I have no doubt. That's emphasis even more what you said about the dangers of life, that he was afraid that you wouldn't be able to face. Yeah. Well, look at you, you're facing them, you're growing, you're a strong pillar of your own now. You're one of those strong pillars in the family today. Just as he was, and still is. As if life through my father told me, beware of danger, pay attention. Then oh, look at the danger, look how life can be horrible. Yeah. Godslick says you're still live, wow. Dude, yesterday you were in the chat with me for longer than I've been live today. Exclaim says, yes, trying to be the next pillar. I still have to recover from traumas. You are the next pillar, Exclaim. You have been, and you are busy being, and yes, you still have traumas to deal with, but that doesn't make you weak. You're a strong pillar, and the more you heal, the stronger you become, not weaker. You're not weak because of your traumas. Godslick says it's not as entertaining when you draw. Sorry about that. You can come and join me when I'm not drawing. But I'm not really here for entertainment, you know. I'm here to provide value, not to entertain. I'm here to change your life, not to entertain you. I try to be entertaining while I change your life, but you know, this is my project. This drawing is my project to further my life and my offerings, so it's what I'll do. It's what I'll do. Exclaim says, thank you for letting me share this shit. It helped. You're most welcome, Exclaim, and thank you for sharing it with me and processing it with me and allowing me to be here to hold space for you as you did so. Godslick says, entertainment is value. I disagree. I highly disagree. Entertainment is not very valuable. It's, yeah, definitely not. It's not what I consider to be value. Discipline is value. Godslick, Exclaim says to you, Kerr is here to show his iceberg tip. Basically. Yes, basically. Focus is value, discipline is value, love is value, compassion is value, productivity is value. What are my impressions of Godslick so far? Exclaim says, we see too much rapping these days and not enough gifts. That is, yeah, I'm into that. That's the truth. But it's time that that change. So Godslick, my impression of you so far is that you are young, that you have much to learn, and you have great potential. That your mind is still occupied with superficial things, but that's because you've been told to occupy your mind with superficial things. School and society and television have told you what is valuable. They have told you what to put your focus to. But that'll change. That's why you're here. You're here to discover true value. You're here to expand your paradigm and learn what actually you want to dedicate your focus to, what you want to give value to, not what society is telling you. Potential as a human being, Godslick. Potential as a man. Potential as a creator. As a guide, as a pillar. What should you focus on? That you must decide that for yourself. You must discover that for yourself. You must discover what is important, what is truly important. Develop your own discernment. And you are, and you will. I really wanted to be a sniper. I'm still interested, but then I would bring harm to families by doing my job. Do I stop with that idea? You've got to decide that, Godslick. You know that you will hurt people by doing your job as a sniper. You long for that masculine excitement and exhilaration of combat. So how will you reconcile the two? How do you reconcile the fact that you will hurt people with your desire to express your primal masculinity? Can you reconcile them? Will you reconcile them? That's up to you. Exclaim says to God's... Exclaim on Twitch is talking to you, Godslick. He says, you must find what you think is important for you and take responsibility for it. But first you need to explore to find out what is important for you. Exclaim says, you want to be a sniper or you want to be a warrior? You might become a symbol, like many famous fighters in MMA Cage. They became symbols to strive for in life, to not give up when facing the danger. Godslick says, oh, I'll tell you what's important. It's the big coconuts and peaches. Exclaim says with tongue sticking up, then you're gonna have to become a coconut peaches star. Okay, I'm gonna go now, guys. It's 2 o'clock, and that's my cue. So, cheerio. Thank you for hanging around with me, chatting with me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Godzik says, I swear this man has done a spell to keep us hooked on his channel. Exclaim says, on a more serious note, trust your instincts. Failure is a part of the process. Well, anyway, thank you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I am drawing and chatting with me and processing with me and self-reflecting. Much appreciation to you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be doing tarot again tomorrow. And you have a nice day too, Exclaim. Thank you so much.